last regular season Sunday of the season. It's the Week 18 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. We've got 14 games, a lot of games. A lot of games this Sunday. Let's get right to it. Week 18 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. Here we go. Let's go. And with that, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my NFL. Like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. We have the Week 18. Of course, it's 2022, 2023 NFL season. It's 2023. Week 18 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. And we're going to start out with the pregame shows. It started 2 hours ago. That had a pregame show. Second half of it is going on right now over on CBS Sports Network. NFL Game Day mornings 9 to 1 on NFL Network. NFL Sunday Countdown starts right now on ESPN. Goes to 1 o'clock. Fox NFL kickoff 11 to 12 on Fox. Fantasy Football Now last week of the season 11 to 1 on ESPN2. Fox NFL Sunday 12 to 1 on Fox. NFL Today same thing, 12 to 1 on CBS. NFL Red Zone DirecTV 12:55 ET channel 703 obviously. NFL Game Day Live Red Zone basically 1 ET on NFL Network. Football in America starts at 7 Eastern on NBC if you don't want to watch the games, whatever. But really important, the State Farm post game show is after the national game for CBS. You want to watch that because they go into all the playoff crap. In the OT, obviously, usually every week following the Fox's National Week, it's the doubleheader 7:30 on Fox. We've got 2 doubleheaders, obviously. Since it is Week 18, like Week 1. And, of course, we look at the playoff scenarios for these teams. I can't really tell you much about the Chiefs because, again, I'm recording this on Saturday, so you got to remember that. So forget this. But for the Bills to make it, they need the Chiefs to lose and get the bye. They need the number 1 seed. Definitively, they need to win, and they need the Chiefs to lose. And yeah, Bengals, they can get a neutral site if the Bills and Chiefs both lose and they win, which I guess works. In the NFC, and obviously we keep going down. Of course, Jags maybe won their division. Really don't know that for sure. I think they actually still might, ironically, have a shot even if they lose. I don't want to get into that though. Bucs 4 seed, they're clinched. They're locked there. Chargers and Ravens win or lose, like 5, 6 seed. That can just like interchangeable. One of those teams will be in that spot. But if the Ravens and Bengals are both 3 and 6, their coin flip will decide who is home, which is kind of crazy. Cowboys 12 and 4. Yeah, the 5 seed. They can't be the 1 seed. We'll get to that in a second. Patriots win and they're in. Seahawks win and the Packers lost, they're in. Lions are eliminated with the Seahawks loss, but if the Seahawks win, if the Seahawks lose and the Lions win, they're in the playoffs. Dolphins, they need the Patriots to lose and they win, they get in. Steelers, both the Dolphins, Patriots to win and they get in, and yeah, all the other teams eliminated. Obviously, Bears, if the Texans win and the Bears lose, they get the number 1 pick. Really doesn't make much of a difference. The Texans are still taking Bryce Young. Yeah, so Texans will get their guy even if they have the number 2 pick. Of course, as we keep going back to the NFC, Eagles lose. They're probably not going to win get the number 1 seed. 49ers win, Eagles lost, get it. Cowboys not only get the division, but they get the number 1 seed. Division, Eagles lose, they win. They get the whole, and if the 49ers lose as well, they'll get the number 1 seed. So that's what I got there for that. And obviously, like I said, Ravens, Chargers, both are like that. Either way, they're going to be probably 5 or 6. That's all I got there, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that part of it. Obviously, a pregame show, blah, blah, blah. Here's our first preview. Here we go. Ravens-Bengals from Cincinnati. And in Cincinnati today, the Bengals will look to, I don't even know, maybe they get the number 1 seed. Yeah, they're looking to not only, like, they want a home field. They're going to want to win this division. NFL's finalizing plans for potential Ravens-Bengals coin flip. That's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, Bengals, Ravens, it doesn't, this game, yeah, it matters, but it doesn't matter. Again, they could have home field in the playoffs, which is absolutely crazy because, again, they can really get a fair shot at the division, but whatever. Game's at 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus are your streaming services for this game. Announcing this game will be Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, Melanie Collins. So it is a B game looking at the coverage map here in the CBS early window. 4 games, obviously. This game will be in blue, and it's basically Ohio, a little south of down there, and the D.C. area, and, of course, Maryland. That's what's getting this game. The weather in Cincinnati, it's going to be pretty cold, 38 degrees, winds 5 miles an hour. To me, a little humid, and yeah, precipitation 15%, maybe a little, but it's maybe a little rain, but it's supposed to be cloudy. So this game at 1 o'clock, of course, forecast can change. Keep that in mind. That's all I got there, guys. Let's go right to the Ravens projected starting lineup. And for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson is out. Tyler Huntley is questionable, so you could have a shot where Anthony Brown's starting, which is kind of ridiculous. Jacob Dobbins, Gus Edwards in the backfield, DeMarcus Robinson, Sammy Watkins, James Roche the second, all the healthy receivers. Deshaun Jackson's questionable. Talon Wallace, Devin Duvernay, Rashad Bateman, Juwan James, Michael Pierce, Vince Beagle, Justin Ross, Steven Means, Dalen Hayes, Daryl Worley, Jalen Armour Davis, Kyle Fuller, all on IR. As well, you've got Mark Andrews, the tight end, Isaiah Likely behind him. Patrick Eckhart is the fullback. Ryan Stanley, Ben Powers, Tyler Leonard, Bob Kevin Sadler, Morgan Moses across the offensive line. Justin Matabuke, Travis Jones, Brett Urban might start if Calais Campbell can't go. JPP, Tyus Bowser, Justin Houston, and off they go away. Off the edge with Joel Smith and Patrick Queen. At middle linebacker. Of course, you have Kevon Seymour, Brandon Stevens, and Marcus Peters, all questionable. And as well, you got Damian Williams, Demarion Williams, and Marlon Humphrey, the only healthy corners. Chuck Clark, Marcus Williams are the safeties as well. You got Justin Tucker, a kicker. Jordan Stout at punter. James Prochet is the second. Is your punter returner, kick returner. Is Justin Hill and Nick. And their long snapper is Nick Moore. And for the Bengals, Joe Burrow at quarterback, Joe Mason, Samaje Perine, Trayvon Williams in the backfield, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, receiver, Hayden Hurst, Mitchell Wilcox, tight end, Drew Sample, Ben Brown, Leo Collins, Chidobe Awuzie, and Tyson Anderson all on IR. Hayden Hurst, again, Jonah Williams, Cordell Volson, Ted Karras, Alex Cow, Hakeem Adeniji across the offensive line. Sam Hubbard, Trey Anderson, Joseph Osai, Cam Sable off the edge, DJ Reader, BJ Hill are the defensive tackles, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, Keem Davis Gaither are the linebackers. With Eli Apple, question, we got Mike Hill and Trey Flowers, Cam Taylor, Brandon, maybe Jalen Davis, I don't know for sure. We still have Von Bell, Jesse Bates III at safety. Brandon Wilson is out. Evan McPherson, Drew Christensen are your punter and kicker. Trent Taylor, your punter, returner, kicker returners. Chris Evans and Kyle Dominus, the season long snapper, of course, with Clark Harris on IR. Now we look at this Ravens offense. They're going to have 30-plus points, in my opinion, to win this game. It's not against their defense. It's just the fact that the Bengals have been red hot offensively. 4-plus big plays, 30-plus yards. I don't think they're going to drive the ball down the field consistently. Big plays will help them out, and no turnovers. They turn over the football. They're not going to win this game. The Ravens defense, let Joe throw 30-yard fades down the sideline. If you let him throw those, because those are low percentage throws, and you have the guys who can stop those. But no creases for Joe Mixon, because again, when he has a crease, he's one of the most dangerous players in the NFL. And for this Bengals offense, stop trying to push the ball downfield on third down. It just is not working. You're either getting a sack, maybe a couple big plays, but it's really just hurting you. Take this check down or throw to the intermediate levels. They can get that going. I think their offense is going to have a really, really good chance to do some crap in the playoffs. Bengals defense, if you fit the run, don't get burned deep, you'll probably have a good shot. If they cannot fit the run, it's okay getting burned deep, because then you'll fit the run. But if you can't fit the run to start off, don't get burned deep. Like, it's really confusing. Just don't get burned deep to start off, because then you're going to run the ball. That's all I got. Browns, Steelers, here we go. And for the Steelers and Browns, of course, this game is in Pittsburgh. Browns, of course, last time they played in Pittsburgh was last year. Big Ben's final home game. They got blown out, 26-14 win. Maybe not blown out, but wasn't a great game. 26-14 win for the Steelers. Of course, Baker struggled. They have to redeem themselves this time, knock the Steelers out of the playoffs. Of course, 7-9 this season. They've had some little bit of drama this week, of course, with Diddy Van Clowney, who won't be playing for this team probably. Again, you never know, though. Browns 7-9. Of course, they've won. They bounced back last week after the tough loss to the Saints. Games at 1 o'clock on CBS, Paramount Plus, Animal Plus, or streaming service. The Steelers looking to wrap up the season. Maybe who knows? Maybe make the playoffs, but obviously looking to get that winning record. 30 degrees, winds at 5 miles an hour, 61%. Not really much precipitation, so pretty nice day. Of course, it's partly cloudy. Actually, mostly cloudy. Whatever. That's what I got there. Of course, announcing this game will be Greg Gumbel, Adam Archuleta, and AJ Ross. So that'll be good. It is a B game. We look at it is in green. It's basically, if you take that, it's from Pittsburgh all the way down to the Carolinas. So that's pretty cool to see. So I got there, guys. Let's get right to the Browns' projected starting lineup. And for the Browns, Deshaun Watson, quarterback Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, in the backfield, Amari Cooper, Donovan Jones, David Bell, receiver Anthony Schwartz, Jakeem Grant Sr., Isaiah Weston, Jesse James, Michael Dunn, Nick Harris, Joe Hay, Chris Odom, Stephen Weatherly, J.O.K., Jacob Phillips, Jordan Kazuniak, Sione Taki, and of course you got Anthony Walker Jr. all on IR. David Njoku, Harrison Bryant, tight end. Jonah Willis Jr., Joe Patoni, Ethan Pope, Wyatt Taylor, Jack Conklin is out. James Hudson III will start for this finale. Myles Garrett, Jordan Elliott, Tamon Brown, Jadavion Clowney's out. Alex Wright, Sam Kamara, Isaiah Thomas is out. Reggie Ragland, Deion Jones, Tony Fields II at linebacker. Of course, Denzel Ward's questionable. Martin Emerson Jr., AJ Green, Greg Newsom II, and Grady Williams in the secondary. Of course, with Grant Delpit and John Johnson III at safety as well. Cade York is their kicker. Corey Borges is their punter. Donovan Jones, Jerome Ford are their returners as well. Charlie Hugh is their long snapper. And for the Steelers, Kenny Pickett quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, his backup, not here, is Jalen Warren, Benny Snell Jr. in the backfield, Jeremy McNichols, Anthony Miller, Calvin Austin III, Chris Wormley, Marcus Allen, William Jackson III, Carl Joseph, Carlin Spatell, and Akel Witherspoon all on IR. Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Steven Sims, Miles Boykin are receivers. Pat Fryman with the tight end. Derek Watt is at fullback as well with Dan Moore Jr., Kevin Dotson, Mason Cole, James Daniels, and Tuma Walker across the offensive line. Larry Ojobi, Montravius Adams, Cameron Hayward at defensive line, as well with TJ Watt, Malik Reed, Jameer Jones, and Alex Highsmith off the edge. Robert Spillane, Miles Jack's questionable, take Crowder behind him. Arthur Mallett, James Fear, Levi Wallace, and Cameron Sutton all at safety. Corner, Terrell Edmonds off the edge. Megan Stroud questionable. Demonte Casey behind him. As well, Trey Norwood is out. Chris Boswell is your kicker, pressing off, and the third is your punter. Stevenson is your returner, and Christian Constance is your long snapper. And for this Browns offense, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt for over 200 total yards. I think they're going to have a big day because I do not think that Deshaun Watson will have the time or really the patience to throw the ball into tight windows. 3 plus touchdowns in the second half as well. They're going to have to score points. I think they're going to have to do in the second half. Browns defense, make Najee Harris beat you to the sideline. Of course, he is not the most explosive runner, at least right now. Make him be that. And give Kenny the long short throws. Those throws are throws that he can make. You want him to make those ones instead of the easy ones that he's been able to make the past couple weeks. And now for the Steelers. Kenny Pickett for over 300 passing yards would be huge. And Najee Harris 20 plus touches. I think that's going to happen. He's going to have to be a big part of this offense because right now, of course, Deontay Johnson struggled the whole season, and George Pickens, he's off and on. Steelers defense rely on the edge rushers to cover the the coveted C gap, because that's of course where the Browns love to run it. But have Robert Spillane and Miles Jack work the B gaps and worry about the light gap last, because if you didn't know, a disadvantage stat. The Browns have been averaging 3 yards per carry in that lane since week 12. That's actually been true. Before that was like 5.2. Could explain maybe not why they're winning, but it's probably because they ran the ball so much there. But whatever. Miles Jack, Robert Spillane, work the B gaps, and you'll be fine. Now let's get to the next game. It's a tank ball. In Indianapolis today, in a meaningless tank bowl, we've got the Texans who are looking for the #1 pick, just losing, you get it. Colts, I don't know, maybe finish out the season. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. They're in one of the worst situations in football. Games at 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, are your streaming services for this game. Announcing it will obviously be Spiro Diaz and Jay Feely, maybe DT King and Bala. I don't know for sure. Who's calling this game? No, it isn't. It's literally just Spiro Diaz, Jay Feely. Probably the worst game of the week, considering it's going to none of the country. It's in yellow. None of the country's getting this game. Yup, and of course no weather. So yeah, that's all I got for this game. Let's go right to the Texans projected starting lineup. And for the Texans, Davis Mills will start. Of course, Jeff Driscoll will trickle in there. Royce Freeman, Darrell Gamboa in the backfield. Damian Pierce, Nico Collins, John Mechie, I guess. He's actually on PUP, but whatever. Taylor Stalwart, Derek Rivers, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Derek Stingley Jr. all on IR. Brandon Cooks, Chris Moore, Forrest Phillip Dorsett is out. Amari Rodgers at receiver. Jordan Akins, Segan Quintariano at receiver. O.J. Howard is questionable. Troy Harrison at fullback. Larry Tunsil, Kenyon Green. Scott Questenberry, A.J. Conn, Titus Howard across the offensive line. Obanaro Karanko is questionable. Jonathan Grenard, Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes all off the edge. Of course, with Rasheem Green there as well. Malik Collins, Roy Lopez are the defensive tackles. Christian Harris, Christian Kirksey, and Jalen Reeves-Maybin are the linebackers. Steven Nelson is out. We will see Tavir Thomas along with Trayvon Smith. And Desmond King the second. Dylan Petrie, Jonathan Owens are the safeties. Jaime Fairbairn is their kicker. Cameron Johnson's their punter. Desmond King's the returner. And John Weiss is their long snapper. And for the Colts, we won't see Nick Foles. Sam Ellinger will start. Matt Ryan will be his backup. Zach Moss, Deion Jackson, Jake Funk in the backfield. Jonathan Taylor is, of course, on IR, along with Carter O'Donnell, Yannick Ngakoue, Shaquille Leonard, Kenny Moore the second, Armani Watts, and Isaiah Rodgers Sr. And as well, you have Michael Pittman Jr., Paris Campbell, Alec Pierce, a receiver. Kyle Granderson is out. Jelani Woods will start, of course, with Mo Alcox behind him. Bernard Raymond, Quinn Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, and Braden Smith across the offensive line. Quiddy Pay, DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Ben Bonogo, Rashad Berry, and Deo Diengbo off the edge, along with Bobby Okereke, AJ Speed, and Zaire Franklin at linebacker. Dallas Flowers, Tony Brown, Daryl Baker Jr. are the only healthy corners with Brandon Faison out, and Stephon Gilmore questionable. Rodney McLeod Jr. is at strong safety, and Julian Blackman is a free safety. As well, you got Chase McLaughlin at kicker, Matt Hawk at punter, Dallas Flowers is your returner, and of course, Luke Rhodes is your long snapper. And again, Rigoberto Sanchez is on IR. What I want to see from this Texans offense today is productive plays when Driscoll comes on the field, because there's really no point in putting him out there if he's not going to get anything productive. Texans defense under 115 rushing yards allowed, and I think they might have a shot. And for the Colts, yeah, score early, obviously, because other than that, I don't think you always want to throw the ball. Then pound the rock behind Quentin Nelson, because, yeah, I guess he's had a tough year, but he's still a very good player. Colts defense force the Texans to run the ball between the tackles. If they're able to do that, it's gonna be a tough day for that offense. And 2 plus 4 is turnovers. Don't make a mistake. Turnovers. You got to be the guys who make those plays. And the Vikings looked at, I don't even know, maybe to get the number 2 seed. Probably not, though. This, I guess, a meaningless game, even though it is important for them to regain momentum after that thrashing last week. Of course, the Vikings are 12-4. Maybe they don't want this to be a one-score game, to say the least. Of course, Bears 3-13. They have lost. What is it now? Shoot, 9 in a row. It's pretty bad, and they've lost 13 out of the 12 out of the last 13. It's pretty bad there. Games at 1 o'clock on Fox, NFL Plus, Fox Sports app are your streaming services for this game. Announcing it will be Kenny Albert, Jonathan Miller, and Shannon Spick. It is a B game. We look at the coverage map for this one. It is in blue. It will be basically the whole Northwest and along northern Midwest. A lot of the country is actually getting this game. Makes sense, but yeah, that's what's getting this game. Of course, weather in Chicago, 33 degrees. It's gonna be pretty cold. Wind only 3 miles an hour, a little humid, so it's probably not gonna be that cold, but it's gonna be mostly sunny. It's gonna be a nice day in Chicago, even though it's gonna be pretty cold. If there's Vikings offense, Kirk Cousins, a quarterback, Nick Mullins might get a snap or two. Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison in the backfield, Justin Jefferson, Anthony Thielen, K. Osborne, receiver, BC Johnson, Thomas Hennigan, Irv Smith Jr., Ben Elson, Blake Brendel, Austin Shaman, Brian O'Neill, and along with Kenny Wilkes, Jonathan Ballard, Andrew Booth Jr., Lewis Seen, Caleb Evans, all on IR as well. You got Justin Jefferson, as well. You got T.J. Hawkinson, tight end. C.J. Ham is the fullback, along with Christian Darrisaw, Irv Smith, Urza Cleveland, Garrett Bradbury is out. We will see Chris Reed, Ed Ingram, and Olazumi, Uda hat across the offensive line. Dalvin Tomlinson, Christian Chris Tunga, Harrison Phillips across the defensive line. Daniel Hunter, Patrick Jones Jr. The second. Darius Smith is questionable. DJ Wanna be on him. Brian Asamoah is also questionable. Eric Kendricks and Jordan Hicks are the linebackers, along with Patrick Peterson, Shannon Sullivan, Caleb Evans, Kalen Barnes, Duke Shelley, Cameron Bynum, and Harrison Smith is second year, with Cameron Danzo Sr. questionable as well. Draco Joseph is their kicker. Their punter is Ryan Wright. Their punter returner is Keenan Nwangu. Keenan Nwangu is their punter kicker returner, and Dion Rager is their punter returner. My bad. Their long snapper is Andrew DePola. Okay, for the Bears, Justin Fields is out. We will see Nathan Peterman, maybe even Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian, Darnell Mooney, Lucas Patrick, Tevin Jenkins, and Doug Kramer on offense are all on IR. Then defensively, Jack Sanborn, Javen White, Jalen Johnson, Josh Blackwell, Eddie Jackson, Kendall Vildor, and Dan Krushank all on IR. I'll tell you this: if JJ doesn't feast, it's gonna be a problem. He should be able to break the record, especially against the worst, least talented defense right now in the NFL. As well, you got Darren Montgomery, Khalil Herbert at running back, Chase Claypool, Equinemy St. Brown, Byron Pringle, all in the backfield. And all wide receiver David, and then as well Cole Kmet at tight end. Career Blast game is a fullback, Braxton Jones, Cody Whitehair, Sam Mustard, Dieter Eastlin, and Riley Reeves across the offensive line. Travis Gibson, Mike Pennell Jr., Justin Jones, and Dominique Robertson. Alquan Mohammed at defensive line. Andrew Blackson, Terrell Lewis, both questionable. As well, we got Matthew Adams, DeMarcus Gates, Matthew Adams, Joe Thomas, Nicholas Moreau across the linebacking core. Sterling Weatherford is out. Jalen Jones is out. Harrison Hand, Breon Borders, Michael Ojimida is expected to play well. As well, you have Tyler Gordon questionable. Johnny Houston, Carson, Jaquan Brisker at safety. Kyra Santos your kicker, and Trent Gillis your punter. Felix Jones Jr. is your returner, and Patrick Shields is your long snapper. For this Vikings offense, Kirk has to use his eyes to move defenders so passes don't stop getting tipped. That was really bad last week. He kept staring down his receivers, the guys he wanted to hit, who are actually getting open. It was just the fact that, well, when you get that happen, the defensive linemen kind of pick up it, and same with the linebackers. Really, that's why those picks happened. Vikings defense don't give up more than two 10-yard runs. They do that, they're just not going to be good. That would just not be good, because then that offense is going to get going. In terms of the running game, that's really the only way they can win this. And pray to God no one blows out a knee, because you got a playoff game next week to see what that happens. And for this Bears offense, then the defense, play action, then field position. I don't think this offense can move the ball. I know David Montgomery is a really good downfield hill runner who is pretty decent in breaking tackles. That's what I mean. Then the defense play action will be able to work, and I guarantee Nate Peterman will be able to make those throws because he's been able to in the past, even though he, of course, had that crazy game back in 2017. The field position is really important as well. If they have to punt, it's okay. Bears defense, what the heck? I don't even know. I'm not going to use the word, but yeah, I literally don't know what to say. If they don't get up 40 points, I'll be pretty surprised. Now let's get to the next game. And in Atlanta on Sunday. It's today actually. It's a meaningless game, but the Bucs 8-8. I don't know. Maybe they won, getting a little momentum. Really don't care about this game, but yeah. Falcons 6-10. Looking to finish out the season strong. Games at 1 o'clock on Fox, NFL Plus, and Fox Sports have our streaming services for this game. Adam, me, and Mark Solaris, Christina Pink on the call. It is a B game. We look at the coverage map. It is in green. It's going to all of Texas and yeah, Atlanta and Georgia. My bad. Georgia and part of Alabama. That's what's getting this game, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go to the Bucs projected starting lineup. And for the Bucs, I guess Tom Brady's gonna start. Is there any news there? Like, really don't know. Is he gonna start or not? I have like absolutely no idea. But Blaine Gabbert probably will start. Really don't know. Leonard Fournette, Rashad White in the backfield. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, receiver. Julio Jones is questionable. My bad. I almost said Julio. It's Julio. Kate Cole Keefe at tight end. Donovan Smith is out. We will see Brandon Wallen probably as well. You got Nick Leverett, Robert Anthony, Shaq Mason, Tristan Wirfs across the offensive line. Josh Wells and Ryan Jensen are both on IR, along with Jaron Avery, Shaquille Barrett, Hakeem Hegdus, Vita Bay will be out. We will see Hakeem Nunez-Roches and William Golson. Joe Tryon, Anthony Nelson off the edge with Carl Nass about. Oh yeah, Cam Gill's also on IR. Devin White and Levante David at corner. Linebacker. They might actually play corner. I really don't know. Jamel Dean's questionable. Sean Murphy, Bunty, D. Delaney, Zion McCollum, Anthony Chelsea probably will play. With Carlton Davis out. Mike Edwards is questionable. Keanu O'Neal behind him. As well, you got Antoine Winfield Jr. Logan Ryan's out. Ryan Suckup is your kicker. Your punter is Jake Camarda. Devin Hopkins is the returner, and Zach Treiner is their long snapper. For the Falcons, Desmond Rivers is the starter. Logan Woods behind him. Marcus Mariota, Caleb Huntley, Shuma Adoga, Vincent Taylor, Taquan Graham, and Casey Hayward all on IR. Tyler Algier, Cordero Patterson, Avery Williams in the backfield, Drake London, Omaid Zacchaeus, and Jimmy Roberta receiver, Parker Hesse, Michael Brewer at tight end, Anthony Ferkser also there, Keith Smith at fullback, Jake Matthews, Elijah Wilkinson will be out. We will see Matt Hennessy along with Drew Doma, Chris Lindstrom, and Cale McGarry. Matt Dickerson, Abdullah Anderson, Grady Jarrett, Adekungbo, Ndenji Arnold, Ibikini, D'Angelo Malone, Lawrence Carter off the edge with Rashawn Evans and Troy Anderson at linebacker. AJ Terrell, Rashad Fenn, Duran Hall, and Isaiah Oliver at corner. Giovante Mofat is also on IR. Mofat, my bad. And Jalen Hawkins and Richie James are at safety. Younghoku is your kicker. Your punter is Bradley Pinion. Avery Williams is your returner. B. Brinkley is on IR long snapper, and Liam McCall is your starting long snapper. And for the Tampa's offense, screw the Falcons by taking possessions at the half. Yeah, score over the half. If you don't get the ball at the half, score anyway. And by scoring off of advantageous field positions would be huge for them. That's how the Falcons are going to lose this game, in my opinion. For this Bucs defense, make Desmond throw from the right side of the pocket. He tends to throw high on that side. I'd say, like, let's say, out of his 45 attempts from that side, he has had 13 or 14 that have been high, like really high. So that's what I got there. Time for the Falcons. Okay, for this Falcons offense, consistent run game cannot be like it has been a couple weeks ago, but they want to have a good run game. And 7 plus targets to Cordero Patterson worked well last week. See if they continue that. Falcons defense, just keep the Bucs under 20. I think they have a good shot at winning. So all I got there, guys. And then let's get to another meaningless game. Here we go. And from New Orleans, today the Saints look to wrap up their season on a 4-game winning streak. Of course, they play the Panthers, who are 6-10, coming off a tough loss, looking to bounce back, finish the season strong. Games at 1 o'clock on Fox, NFL Plus, Fox Sports have our streaming services. Announcing it will be Jason Benetti, Matt Millen, Megan Levy. So take away Brady Quinn, and you got the crew. Yep, it is a C game as expected. It will be in yellow. It is in yellow. So we've got all of let's go. We're down in the Bayou, and of course we've got both Carolinas. That's what's getting the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go to the Panthers projected starting lineup. For the Jets, Sam Darnold will start. PJ Walker is out. Matt Corral, Pat Elflein, Brandon Smith, Dante Jackson, J.C. Horton, Stanley Thomas Oliver III, all on IR. Justin Lane is also out. Just going to say that there. Dante Foreman is questionable. Chuba Hubbard and Rasheem Blackshear both in the backfield. DJ Moore, Terrace Marshall Jr., Shai Smith, LaVisca Chenault Jr., receiver. Ian Thomas, Tommy Trumbull at tight end. Giovanni Ricci, fullback. Ikem Ukwanu, Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Austin Corporate, Taylor Moten across the offensive line. Brian Burns is questionable. Marquise Haynes Sr. is behind him. Derek Brown, Marquand Hall, McCall will probably get some time with Matt Ioannidis being questionable. Uturgos, Montes, Henry Anderson, Amari Barno, all there as well. Shaq Thompson, Damian Wilson, Frankie Louvu at linebacker. Joel again, can't pronounce it, is questionable. CJ Anderson, Keith Taylor Jr., TJ Carrier at corner. As we got Xavier Woods, Jeremy Chin at safety. Eddie Pinheiro is their kicker. Zane Gonzalez is on IR. Johnny Hecker is their punter. Andre Roberts, Rasheed Blackshear is their returner, and J.J. Jansen is their long snapper. And for the Saints, Andy Dalton will start. Jameis Winston's his backup. Taysom Hill's questionable. Mark Ingram Jr., Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Deontay Hardy, Ethan Greenidge, Cesar Ruiz, Albert Huggins, DeMarco Jackson, Zach Bond, and Smoke Monday all on IR. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Keith Kirkwood at receiver, of course, with Alvin Kamara and David Johnson at running back. Juwan Johnson's questionable at tight end. We will see Adam Trotman, obviously. Adam Prentice at fullback. James Hurst is questionable. Jordan Penning will start if he can go. Of course, Anders Feet is out. We will probably see Lewis Kidd again. Eric McCoy, Calvin Throckmore in there as well. Landon Young will start if Ryan Range if he can't go. Of course, with him questionable. Cameron Jordan, Shai Tuttle, David Onyemata, Marcus Davenport, Tano Castigan, Carl Granderson at defensive line. Pete Warder, DeMarco Davis, Demario Davis, and Caden Ellis all at linebacker. Ty Summers is questionable. Ty Summers, my bad. Paulson Dabo's out. There will be Chris Harris Jr., all at Taylor, Marshawn Lattimore, all at corner as well. Tyrann Mathieu, Marcus May is questionable. Daniel Sorensen will start if he can go. Justin Evans is also questionable. What is it called? Yeah. Okay, and Will Lutz is their kicker. Your punter is Blake Gillikin. Rashichi is your returner, and as well as Zach Wood is your long snapper. For this Panthers offense, run the ball more than you did last week. It was not a good outcome. You tend to learn how to push the ball in the field a lot more than you wanted to. Make the running game the part of your offense, and it obviously has been. And have Sam get a double team when the pocket shifts so he can worry about what's happening downfield, not underneath. You really don't want him to have to check the ball down every single time. That's really going to hinder their offense. For this Panthers defense, they need to have an elite run defense under 70 total yards allowed. Okay, for this Saints offense, score 10 most points in the first 2 drives. Got to have a good start. Then use the running game to your advantage. Not for the whole game, obviously, but use it because you will have it if they get up by 10 plus points. Saints defense, big plays, defensively for big plays against almost always works in your favor. Yeah, if you give up big plays, but you get big plays defensively, you usually win the game because those big plays really are the ones that win you it. Now let's get to the first national game. Here we go. First off, 5 national games we're previewing today. It's the NFL on Fox doubleheader game 1 here in Week 18. Playoff hopes are alive in Miami. And today in Miami, the Dolphins look to keep their playoff hopes alive. They win, the Patriots lose, they're in. Jets 7-9, they're looking to just spoil the party, I guess. They're obviously eliminated. Game's at 1 o'clock on Fox. NFL Plus Fox Sports app our streaming services for this national game. It is a doubleheader. Davis, Daryl Johnson, Pim Oliver on the call for this huge game. As well, we look at the coverage map. It is in red. It is a good, abundant red, I'll tell you that. It's the whole entire Northeast, big parts of the country, and the and going to the Mountain West and the Midwest. It's a pretty big game, to say the least, in first parts of Florida as well. And when we look at the weather, it's going to be 77 degrees. It's going to be hot. Some pretty decent humidity. Coming back, it's pretty windy too. Partly cloudy. For this big game, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's break to the keys of the game. My bad. Projected starting lineups for the Jets. For the Jets, Joe Flacco will start. Zach Wilson will back him up with Mike White questionable. Zonovan Knight, Michael Carter, Ty Johnson in the backfield, Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, receiver, Denzel Mims, Braxton Barrows also there. Jeff Smith is on IR along with Nick Bowden at fullback. Elijah Vera Tucker, and yeah, that's basically all the guys. As well, Mekhi Becton's also on IR. Garrett Wilson, and then as we got Tyler Conley, tight end, TJ Thomas, questionable. Rodney Thomas Adams is also out, special teamer. Dwayne Brown is out, George Fant is out, Cedric Ogunbiyi will probably start along with Mike Remmers, with George Fant and Nate Herbig both out. Dan Feeney will probably start with Lauren Duvernay, HRD questionable. Lane Thompson and Connor McGovern, the also left guard and center. Carl Lawson, Sean Riggins, Quentin Williams, John Franklin Myers, Michael Clement, Jermaine Johnson across the defensive line. Quan Alexander, CJ Mosley, and Quincy Williams are the linebackers. Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter II, DJ Reed, Brandon Eccles is out. We will see Justin Hardy. Ashton Davis is questionable. Jordan Whitehead is also questionable. Tony Adams is there though. Lamarcus Joyner is also out. Greg Zuerlein is their punter. My bad kicker. Their punter is Braden Mann. Their returner is Braxton Barrows, and Thomas Hennessy is their long snap. Okay, for the Dolphins, Tua will be out. We will see Skylar Thompson start. Teddy Bridgewater is also questionable. Myles Gaskin, John Lovett, Austin Jackson, Trey Flowers, Emmanuel Ogbah, Justin Zimmer, Drew Williams, Brandon Jones, and Nick Needham all on IR. Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr. in the backfield, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Trent Sherfield, all receivers. Cedric Wilson Jr. is doubtful. Jordan Smythe, Mike Gesicki at tight end. Alvin Mills questionable at fullback. Teron Armstead is doubtful. We will see Greg Little though. Brandon Shelt, Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams, and Robert Hunt across the offensive line. Kendall Lamb is also doubtful. Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, Zach Sealer across the defensive line. Jalen Phillips, Melvin Ingram, Kader Cahill, Intervan Ginkles there. Bradley Chubb is questionable. You still got Landon Robertson, Joe Baker, a middle linebacker. Both Xavier Howard and Eric Rowe starting players in the second year, both questionable. Byron Jones is out. Kader K.L., Keon Carlson, Justin Bethel, Noah Benagni at corner. Javon Holland is your starting free safety. Justin Bethel might start a strong safety. Jason Sanders is your kicker. Your punter is Thomas Morstead. Center Wilson's doubtful. Punter turner, probably Tyreek Hill. Maybe not. I really don't know there. Maybe even Javon Holland. You never know. Raheem Mostert, kicker turner, and Blake Ferguson is your long snapper. This Jets team's looking to basically have a repeat of what happened in MetLife back in Week 5. Of course, they won 40-17. See if that can happen. They'll do that, though, is command the line of scrimmage, free snap, Mike LaFleur. He's got to be able to do that. Want to know how he'll do it? Kind of simple. No attacks happening. And run the ball more than the past 4 weeks because, again, their offense is kind of sunken up. Jets defense stay off the field under 20 minutes of plays. You do not want to be on the field against this Dolphins offense. And now talking about this Dolphins offense, run the ball in shotgun 10 plus times. They're not going to get any crap going if they can't do that. RPOs with bubbles on and slants and second down in short situations. Not every one, but those will get you conversions. And have Skyler take a low risk fade shot from the slot. That would be a really cool play if they got a slot guy going down the sideline. Those actually could work. Maybe it's big. I really don't know, but maybe it works. Dolphins defense, Jalen Phillips has to get 10 plus pressure, which is absolutely freaking crazy. They're not winning this game if he can't do that, though. Well, they'll probably win anyway, but he has to have a monster game, give him momentum, especially for that defense that's slumping. And Xavier Howard, if he can play, needs to make Corey Davis pay. Hit him every single time he gets the ball. It's the rematch from last year's playoff game. New England returns to Buffalo for the 3rd time in less than a year. And from Buffalo, the Bills look to honor DeMar Hamlin and get a win for him. Of course, they're going against the Patriots, trying to knock them out of the playoffs. Bills, though, 12-3 win. They will get a shot at getting the, not only the number 1 seed, we don't know, maybe they will, but also they'll have a shot at getting neutral site if they make the AFC Championship. The game's at 1 o'clock on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, our streaming services for the NFL and CBS doubleheader game 1. Of course, it is a national game. Announcing it, of course, your man's Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. But more importantly, this is why it's a national game. It looks like the late window doubleheader game. That's how much of the country's getting this game. And now, of course, we look at the weather in Buffalo. It's going to be cold, 33 degrees. Not as cold as it was the last time they played in that wild card game. More like it was in that game on that Monday night back in Week 13, 14-10 win for the Patriots. You never know, maybe that happens again. But it's a lot, not even close to as much wind, 7 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty humid, though. Pretty nice day, I'll say the least. It's going to be mostly cloudy as well for this ball game. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go to the Patriots project the starting lineup. And for New England, Mac Jones will start. Bailey Zappi, his backup. Brian Hoyer, Christian Wilkerson, Isaiah Wynn, Cheese and Hines, Jack Jones, who is suspended, Cody Davis, Tom Montgomery, Jake Bailey, who's also suspended, and Joe Cardano, all on IR. As well, you got Ramondre Stevenson, Damian Harris, and Pierre Strong Jr. in the backfield. Jacoby Myers is questionable. Kendrick Bourne, Devontae Parker, Tygan Thorne at receiver, as well. Hunter Henry, tight end, Jonathan Smith is out. Trent Brown, Colts Range, David Andrews, Mike Onwenu, and Connor McDermott across the offensive line. Lawrence Guy, Devon Gotcha, DJ Rice Jr. are the defensive linemen. Matthew Gianna, Rafinha Jenkins, and Josh Uche off the edge. Of course, Ronnie Perkins is on IR. Jawan Bentley and Ronnie Tavai are the middle linebackers. Jonathan Jones is questionable. Jalen Mills is out. Miles Bryant, Marcus Jones, Hayes are all expected to step up. Kyle Duggar, Devin Cordy, both at safety as well. Brennan Schooler is questionable. Nick Folk is your kicker. Your punter is Michael Fardy. The returner is Marcus Jones, and Tucker Addington is no longer separate with Joe Cardano on IR. And for the Bills, Josh Allen, quarterback, Case Keenum, his backup, Devin Singletary, James Cook, Nyheim Hines in the backfield, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, receiver, Jay Kumaro, James Crowder, Tommy Doyle, Von Miller, Micah Hyde, DeMar Hamlin, obviously all on IR. AJ Epinez is also out. AJ Epinez, is also out. Dawson Knox, tight end. Reggie Gilliam, fullback. Deion Dawkins, Roger Saville, Mitch Morse, Ryan Bates, Spencer Brown, all across the offensive line. Greg Rousseau, Shaq Lawson, Boogie Masham off the edge. Ed Oliver, DeQuan Jones at defensive tackle. First, Von Miller also on IR. Bernard, Tremaine Edmonds, and Matt Milano at safe at linebacking court. Tre'Davious White, Teron Johnson, Kyrie Elam, and Dane Jackson at corner as well. You got Jordan Poyer and Jaquan Johnson both at safety. Tyler Bass is your kicker. Your punter is Sam Martin. Nyheim Hines, your kicker returner. Your punter turner, your kicker returner is Isaiah McKenzie. Reed Ferguson's your long snapper. Okay, let's talk about the Patriots. If they want to win this game, at least offensively, they're going to have to run the ball with some Ramondre. He's basically their whole offense. Get him the darn ball. Patriots defense, don't give up 7 TDs on 7 drives like last time. It's not going to be a fun game if that happens. Okay, let me start out with this. The Bills' Super Bowl run starts right here. They can do this. Want to know why? Because they have come over more adversity than any other team. They are the team to do it. They have the talent. They have everything they need. It's time. And yeah, Bills' offense, 40+ and a field goal for Damar Hamlin. Obviously, his number. We need that to happen. I wanted them to just absolutely blow out the Patriots. Bills' defense, it's time to get a shutout. It happened in the last since 2020. Happened since 2021. I want to see them do it. Get a shutout. Just absolutely obliterate the Patriots. This is your game. Let's do it. Of course, with the what is called late game regional window done for the season, it is now getting to the Week 18 national late national window. And yep, we've got 5 games starting out with this one. Of course, last time the Chargers and Broncos played was back in that Monday Night Football game back in Week 6 overtime thriller, where the Chargers won 19-16. Really wasn't a thriller, but whatever. Chargers 10-6 looking to get that number 5 seed in play. Probably the Jaguars. Well, I don't even know right now, but yeah. It's game trying to get the 5 seed. They win. They can do it. Broncos, I don't even know. Finish strong. Games at 4:25 on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, or your streaming services for this game. Announcing it will be. Let me keep going down. Is it still frozen? No, we're good. It was just glitching. We've got Andrew Cotto and James Lofton and DT King and Baller for this C game. And of course, you look at the coverage map. It is basically just the lower Mountain West, and of course, going out to SoCal. And the weather in Denver, it's not going to be super nice, but it's not very humid, pretty cloudy. It's just going to be your raw average weather. It's going to be 44 degrees as well. For this game, let's get right to the Chargers for the starting lineup. For the Chargers, you got Justin Herbert at quarterback, Chase Daniel might get some time as well. Austin Eckler, Josh McKelly in the backfield, Keenan Allen, Mike Leonard, Joshua Palmer, receiver, Jalen Guyton is out on IR along with Rashawn Slater, Isaac Weaver, Joe Gaziano, Christian Covington, Austin Johnson, Odell Ogunbonnia, Foster Merrill, Damon Lloyd, Kamon and J.C. Jackson. All those guys are on IR. But you got Gerald Everett, Donald Parham Jr. receivers, Xander Horvath is questionable, Jameer Saylor, Jamari Saylor, Matt Filer, Court Lindsley, Johnson, Trey Pipkins III across the offensive line, Morgan Fox, Braden Foco, and as well Sebastian Joseph Day across the defensive line, Joey Bosa, Chris Rump the second, Derek Juzek, Khalil Mack off the edge, along with Kyle Van Noy, Drew Tranquil at linebacker, at middle linebacker, my bad. Michael Davis, your Sir Taylor, Bryce Callahan, Asante Samuel Jr., Adderley, and Derwin James Jr. Across the secondary. Just Dustin Hopkins down IR. Cameron Dickers, the kicker. J.K. Scott is the punter. DeAndre Carter is their returner as well. Josh Harris is the long snapper. And for the Broncos, Russ will start. Latavius Murray, Chase Edmonds in the backfield. Now let's see how many guys are on IR. Javonte Williams, KJ Hamler, Tim Patrick, that's 3. Garrett Bowles, that's 4. Dalton Risner, that's 5. Lloyd Cushenberry III, that's 6. Casey Tucker, 7. Tom Compton's 8. Draymond Jones is 9. Dakota Allen's 10. Jonas Griffith is 11. Christopher Allen is 12. Aaron Patrick is 13. Randy Gregory is 14. Darius Phillips is 15. Caden Stearns is 16. Ronald Darby 17. Marlon Mack 18. And Mike Boone is 19. Mitchell Farvani is 20. They have 20 guys on IR. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy Candleton is out. We will see Freddie Swain and Brandon Johnson. Albert Okwuegan on the tight end. Eric Saubert's questionable. Same thing with Eric Tomlinson, Andrew Beck also there, fullback. Cameron Fleming will start. Calvin Anderson is out the backup, so Quinn Bailey might get a chance to start with Bailey Turner questionable as well. You got Quinn Miners, Grim Glasgow, and Luke Wannberg on the inside. Jonathan Harris is the defensive end. Mike Rousseau will probably start because DJ Jones is out. Deshaun Williams is also there. Baron Browning, Jonathan Cooper off the edge. Nick Benito is also there as well. Jonathan Kongbo is also questionable. Alex Singleton and Joseph Jewell, the middle linebackers. Pat Surtain, K1 Williams, Ising Bassey, maybe Lamar Jackson, probably Jaquan McMillan, if Damari Mathers, who is questionable, can't go. And we got Kareem Jackson and Justin Simmons at safety. Brandon McManus is your kicker, your punters, Corliss Waitman. Of course, with Kendall and punt returner being out, you'll see Montrell Washington at both positions, and of course, Jacob Bobenware is the long snapper. And for this Chargers offense, no better Surtain pick sixes like last year. That was not good. And don't give Russ a chance late. Well, that's actually for their offense. Yeah. What I mean by that is whatever. Don't give a Russ a chance late. That means if you get the ball when you have time, you gotta score. Obviously, Russ I don't care if he's playing well. He will find a way to win this game if you do not do what you're supposed to. What I mean by that is basically just don't leave any time on the clock. Chargers defense, Watch for the zone read. They're going to run a couple times and let Russ step up and maneuver as long as you cover the crack downfield. He'll just throw it to you. It'll be an interception. Good for you. Time for the Broncos. Now let's talk about this Broncos offense. Continue to use Russ in the run game. Really helped out that offense. Give him some versatility. Get out to the get him out to the pocket on design and scramble. Scramble if it need be. Obviously, the designs would be awesome. If he needs to scramble and do it, it would be absolutely fine. Broncos defense, pass to Jan Day. Yeah, he needs to have a big game. 3 passes defended, which probably will happen. 6% completion when targeted. He may not even get targeted that many times. 1+ interceptions. That's not going to be easy, but maybe not. You never know. And 3+ tackles would be cool as well. That's all I got for the Broncos. Now let's get to the next game. Here's the Cardinals 49ers preview. And in Santa Clara today at Levi Stadium, the 49ers look for the #1 seed. The way they can do that, well, they actually don't want to lose because if they lose, they can still get the 3 seed, but whatever, they want to win. Game's at 4:25 on Fox. Fox was at NFL Plus for this game. Obviously, Cardinals trying to finish their season strong. Stop an 6-game losing streak. It's going to be 60 degrees. It's going to be pretty windy, 11 miles an hour. It's going to be pretty humid as well, 70% so, and it's going to be pretty cloudy as well for this football game. Of course, we look at the announcers. It's going to be Chris Myers, Robert Smith, and Jan Hale. So, yeah, it's going to be a C game, and we look at the, what is it called? That's not the right one. There we go. It is in green. We're going to the Northwest, of course, for, what is it called? Northern Midwest for the Vikings. Of course, we got Arizona, and we've got Northern California. That's what's good in this game. I hope you guys enjoy this game. Let's go right to the keys. Cardinals projected starting lineup. And for the Cardinals, Colt McCoy, James Conner, DeAndre Hopkins, Robbie Anderson, all those guys out. David Blau will start again. Jason Sorley will back him up. We got Kyler Murray, Rhino Moore, Antonio Wesley, Zach Ertz, Joshua Miles, DJ Humphries, Rodney Hudson, Justin Pugh, Tristan Hill, Rashard Lawrence, Jonathan Black, Ledbetter, Nick Vigil, Byron Murphy Jr., Buda Baker, Chris Banjo, all on IR. That means Corey Clement, Keontae Ingram, Tyson Williams will be in the backfield. Marquise Brown, Greg Dortch, AJ Green, Andre Bectalia, I can't even pronounce that, will be a receiver. Of course, you got Trey McBride, a tight end. Behind him will be Max Williams. Josh Jones, Cody Ford, Billy Price, Will Hernandez, and Kelvin Beachum across the offensive line. J.J. Watt, final game. Hope he can play well. Yeah, it would be great if he could get a sack or 2. Ligi Fotu is questionable. Maybe Michael Doggy will go if he can. And, of course, Zach Allen is out. We will see Eric Banks start and maybe Manny Jones. You never know. Najee Sanders, Marcus Golden, Cameron Smith off the edge. Cameron Thomas off the edge. Victor Dimenji is questionable. Stephen Collins is out. Ben Neiman will start. Of course, of course, with Isaiah Simmons as well. And Tanner Vallejo is also questionable. Antonio Hamilton and Marco Wilson, 2 starting corners, are both out. And, of course, Josh Jackson is also questionable. Christian Matthew, Jason Whitaker will start a corner. Jalen Thompson and Charles Washington at safety. Matt Fraters, their kicker, their punter, Andy Lee. Phil Cooper's a returner. Hunter Bradley will start alongside with Aaron Brewer on IR. And for San Fran, Brock Purdy will start. Josh Johnson will back him. Of course, Jimmy Garoppolo's out. Trey Lance is on IR. Emmanuel Mosley, Jason Brett, and Hassan Ridgeway are along with him there on IR. CMC, Elijah Mitchell, both in the backfield. Jordan Mason also there. Debo, Brandon Ayuk, Juwan Jennings, Randall McCall the 3rd receiver. George Kittle, Tyler Kroft, tight end. Kyle Juszczyk, fullback. Trent Williams will start. Aaron Banks is out. Daniel Brunson will probably start along with Jake Brentford. Spencer Burford, Michael Glenchie. Samson Ebukama, and Nick Bosa, Charles Omenihu, and Kerry Harder Jr. off the edge. Bill Javon Kinlaw and Eric Armstead are both questionable. Kevin Kim is out. TJ McGill, T.Y. Gill will also be there, and Kalen Davis is also out. Troy Greenwald's out. Oren Banks will start. Probably Demetrius Flanagan-Fowlers with Fred Lawrence as he's out Shire. Travarius Ward, Samuel Womack III, Janoris Jenkins, Dimitri Orleanor at corner, and as well you got Deshaun Gibson Sr., Tayshaun Gibson Sr., and Tolu Funk in the secondary. Avery Thomas is out. Robbie Gould is your kicker, your punter, which was not Ray Raymond McLeod III is your returner, and as well Taylor Pepper is your long snapper. Cardinals offense, don't get shut out and obviously get the ball to James Conner, who won't play. So don't get shut out is what I'd say, because that would be cool. Cardinals defense forced Brock to throw outside the numbers. He throws inside the numbers. He's really good. Make him throw outside the numbers, those hard throws. And hit Juwan Jennings as the ball makes contact with his body, tip balls, because that's what's happened with him. He catches the ball goes flying in the air, not only because it's a big body, because just the way he catches the ball. There's really nothing wrong with how he catches it. It's just the fact that that can be a little risky when he gets hit. Now for the 49ers, run the ball for 5.5 yards per carry. I think they're going to need that in this one because J.J. Watt will be all over him. And Brock can't turn it over. He turns it over this, I don't even know. It could get a little ugly. I don't even know. But yeah, don't turn it over, Brock. 49ers defense, Under 10 points for momentum into your dance. Yup, it is your dance. You better win this game, and under 10 points would absolutely give you momentum. Time for a huge game, Rams Seahawks. And in Seattle today, the Seahawks look to keep their playoff hopes alive and knock out the Lions with a win that would do it. Rams looking to spoil the party. 5-11, obviously their season is over. Last time these two teams played, we're back in week 13. Rams lost 27-23. Games at 4:25 on Fox. Fox Sports have NFL Plus our streaming services for this game. The weather in Seattle, it's not going to be nice. 47 degrees. It's supposed to rain. 54% at this point though. 82 humidity, and there's gonna be some wind, so it's not gonna be very good weather to say the least. Announcing it will be. I already know what I'm gonna say. Wait. Kevin Kluger, Mark Sanchez, and Laura Open. It is a C game. It is in and it's also in green. Not in green, blue. Whole Northwest. Of course, Green Bay. And Wisconsin and Detroit for those. Both the Packers and Lions. SoCal also for the Rams. That's what's getting this game. I hope you guys enjoy it. Here's the Rams projected starting lineup. And for the Rams, Baker Mayfield will start. Both John Wolford and Bryce Perkins' backups are both healthy. Matthew Stafford, J.J. Koski, Allen Robinson II, Jacob Harris, Cooper Kupp, Joe Noteboom, David Edwards, Tremaine Abrams Jr., Ashawn Robinson, Jake Bass, Jake Hummel, and Jordan Fuller and Nick Scott all on IR. Cam Akers, Malcolm Brown, Kyron Williams in the backfield. Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, Brandon Powell. Receiver Austin Tremble also there. Tyler Higby, Bryson Hopkins at tight end. Brent Skoranek is also up. Ty Nsekhe, Matt Skira, Coleman Chell, Brian Allen is out. Chandler Brewer will probably start along with Rob Havenstein. Defensive got Jonah Williams, Greg Haynes, Michael Hoyt, Leonard Floyd, Daniel Hardy, Keir Thomas, Michael Hoyt off the edge. So probably Larry Munchkinson, along with Bobby Wagner and Ernest Johnson, middle linebacker. Troy Hale, David Long Jr., Kobe Durant, Jalen Ramsey in the secondary, along with Russ East and Taylor Rapp at safety. Matt Gay is their kicker. Their punter is Riley Dixon. Brandon Powell is the returner, and Matthew Orzech is their long snapper. For Seattle, Geno Smith at quarterback, Kenneth Walker III in the backfield, along with DJ Dallas, Travis Homer, Marcus Goodwin, D. Askridge, Cody Thompson, Will Disley, Owen Robertson, Brian Moan, Daryl Johnson, Jordan Brooks, Colin Gillespie, Tariq Smith, Isaiah Dunn, Jamal Adams, Josh Jones, and Joey Blunt all on IR. As well, you got DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett's questionable, but he's expected to play Laquan Treadwell, and of course, Derek Young in there as well. Kobe Parkinson, Noah Fant at tight end. Nick Ballora, fullback. Charles Cross, Damian Lewis, and Phil Haynes are both questionable. Austin Blythe, Kyle Fuller, Dave Jackson, Abraham Lucas. Defense, we got Shelby Harris, Quentin Jefferson's questionable. Al Woods, Boone Ford. Off the edge, you got Darrell Taylor, Bruce Irvin, Boy Mafan, Uchenna, and mostly Ben Burkerford is out another week, probably on PUP. Tanner Muse and Cody Barton, middle linebacker. Miles Jackson, Trey Brown, Kobe Bryant, and Tariq Woolen in the secondary, along with Quandre Diggs at free safety. Ryan Hill's questionable, so we might see Jonathan Abram at strong safety. Jason Myers is your kicker. Your punter is Michael Dixon. DJ Dallas is your punter. Akanuika Buike is your kicker turner, and Carson Hinker is your long snapper with Tyler on IR. For this Rams offense, Baker Boiler, 350 plus pass yards, not gonna happen. 4 stolen touchdowns, not gonna happen. And 30 plus completions, again, not gonna happen. But that's how they're gonna win. Rams defense forced to get the ball to Tyler Lockett underneath as he's hurt. Yeah, and injured Tyler Lockett is just not good. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. He can't manage that. I'd be surprised if he has a big game. But yeah, they want him to get the ball to him and just completely eliminate DK Metcalf. And for the Seahawks offense, Abraham Lucas creating big holes by running a stiff technique to the inside and having the center pull to the linebacker. I know that's a little risky because, again, that kind of leaves the linebacker in the dusting. It can shoestring the running back, but I do think Kendall Walker is up to the challenge. He will be able to blow by that linebacker. Or defensive tackle, even. Seahawks defense forced Baker to throw to the intermediate and outs with pressure. Yeah, he will make those throws. But with pressure, it could be a laying duck for you to bring back to the house. That's all I got for this guy. Guys, let's get right to another national game. If the Eagles win, the NFC runs through Philadelphia. And on the NFL on CBS doubleheader game 2, of course, in Week 18, the Eagles will win and number one clinching a number 1 seed in the NFC scenario. Of course, going against the Giants backups. Giants locked in at the 6th seed. Game basically meaningless for them. Game is at 4:25 on CBS, NFL Plus, Paramount Plus, our streaming services for this national game. Announcing it, Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, Evan Washburn, of course, with CBS with the CBS number 1 crew calling the more important game. But they're both very important. Obviously, we look at it. It's going basically the whole country. A lot of it, obviously. Huge game for both teams. The weather, 42 degrees, some decent wind. Not going to rain, though. It's mostly cloudy. It's going to be a little humid, but that's all I got for this one. Time for the Giants projected starting lineup. For the Giants, we'll see Daniel Jones, a quarterback. Tyrod Taylor will actually probably start. Saquon probably not going to play. Matt Breida will probably start. Gary Brett will also there. Darius Slayton, Isaiah Hodgins, Richie James probably all not going to play with Marcus Johnson, Kenny Golladay probably getting playing time. Sterling Shepard, Wan'Dale Robinson, Colin Johnson, Marcus McKeithen, Nick Williams, DJ Davidson, Darian Beavers, Ellerson Smith, Aaron Robinson, all on IR. As well, you got Daniel Bellinger probably not going to start. Nick Vannett, Lawrence Cager will get some time. Andrew, again, Matt Pert, Tyree Phillips probably will start. John Feliciano is questionable anyway, so Nick Gates getting in some time. And again, Ben Bredesen will probably get a start as well. Maybe Wyatt Davis, you really don't know there. John Ward, Dexter Lawrence, of course, both starters. Justin Ellis and Henry Mondo probably will get some playing time. Leonard Williams is out anyway, so Ryder Anderson will start. Kevon Thibodeau, and of course, Ezekiel Ojolari is out. We'll definitely see Ocean Timmons, Damon Fox, Gerard Davis probably as well. Carter Coughlin, Landon Collins probably going to start there. Maybe linebacker, I really don't know there. Dory Jackson, Delphi anyway, so Darnay Holmes, Cordell Flott, Nick McLeod, and Darius Wynn is going to be there as well. Tony Jefferson and maybe Jason Pinnock at safety. Graham Gano is their kicker. Their punter is Jamie Gillen. Adoree Jackson's doubtful. Richie James behind him. And obviously, Garrett Brightwell is the kicker returner. And Casey Kreider is the long snapper. For the Eagles, last time I heard, Jalen Hurts trending towards playing. Gardner Minshew will play if he can't go. Miles Sanders, Boston Scott cancel with Gainwell in the backfield. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, a receiver. Dallas Goedert, Jack Stoll, tight end. Tyree Jackson is on IR. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Isaac Salamola, Lane Johnson's out another week. Jack Driscoll will start. Brett Todd is also out, along with Janarius Robinson, Derek Barnett, Sean Bradley, and Marlon Tapua, too, all on IR. Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Javon Hargrave, and Robert Quinn off the edge. Josh Sweat is out, along with Kaiser White, TJ Edwards, Hassan Reddick at linebacker. James Bradbury, Vontae Maddox is out. We will see Josh Jobe, Josiah Scott, and Darius Slay, along with Reed Blankenship, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who is now healthy back there at safety. Of course, you got Jake Elliott as your kicker, your punters. Brett Kern, Aaron Sippis is on IR now. Brendan Coffey is your punter for your kicker returner. Is Boston Scott. Rick Lovato is your long snapper. For this Giants offense, I want them to use Tyrod's mobility. That's how they're gonna. I think they're gonna move the football well. And again, don't take advantage. If you can't take advantage of something that's there, I don't know what else to say. They should be able to do that. Giants defense force you on a scramble when throwing. You want to do that. Want to take hits. You want him to get hurt again. But yeah, he's not 100%. That's what you want to do. Time for the Eagles. If it's Eagles offense, you gotta get back to that running game. 250 plus rushing yards and 3 plus touchdowns. No, that's a lot. We'll definitely do it. Eagles defense don't sell. Please just don't win this darn game. Time for America's Game of the Week. Yeah, it's America's Game of the Week. Kind of the same situation as kind of 2019. But yeah, Cowboys are looking for the number 1 seed. They're hunting for it. Commanders, they're done, but they want to spoil the Cowboys season. And from FedEx Field, it's America's Game of the Week. Of course, today at 4:25 on Fox Sports app, NFL Plus Series streaming services for America's Game of the Week. Baltimore Cowboys, would they win? 49ers lost and Eagles lost. Can they get the number 1 seed? Of course, winning the division would be good as well. Commanders, 7-8-1. They're done. Like, there's really they're just done. They want to win, though. Announcing it will be Kevin Burkhardt, Greg Olsen, Aaron Andrews, and Tom Rinaldi. It'll be cool to watch that. Announcing it will be, in the middle of the coverage map, it's basically the whole East Coast. A lot of countries getting this game, as expected. We look at the weather at FedEx Field, and it's not great, but, I mean, it's okay. Wind 4 miles an hour. No, that's the wrong time. That's better. It's going to be cloudy. It's probably going to rain by the end of the game. Humid, not really. Wind 6 miles an hour, 43 degrees again as well. Hope you guys enjoyed that, though. Let's get right to the Cowboys predicted starting lineup. And for the Cowboys, Dak will start. Cooper Rush is his backup. Tony Pollard, Zeke in the backfield. Rico Dowdle, Semi Foco, Matt Washuko, Matt Firenoik, Jonathan Hankins, Devontae Bond, Devin Harper, Anthony Brown, and Isaac Taylor Stewart all on IR. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Noah Brown, receiver Cavante Turpin is questionable. As well, you have Dalton Schultz, Jake Ferguson, and tight end Tyler Smith. With Connor McGovern questionable, you probably will see Tyler Smith. You won't see Tyler Smith. Maybe I don't even know. Dakota Shelby will start at center because Tyler Biadasz is out for it. I don't know. There's Zach Martin, Tyron Smith also there as well. Maybe Jason Peters or Josh Ball or Alex Taylor. That's all I got there, guys. Defensively now, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Donnie Fowler Jr., Sam Williams off the edge, along with Ozo Odigizua and Neville Gallimore, defensive tackle. Anthony Brown, Damone Caruso will start with LVE out. As well, Micah Parsons is the sub linebacker. Ron Bland, Kelvin Joseph, Nation Wright, Tyrion Dixon corner, Malik Hooker, Jaron Kurtz at safety as well. You got Brett Maher as your kicker. Your punter is Brian Anger. Kavanda Turpin, their returner is questionable. Tony Pollard will be the returner if he can't go. And Matt Overton is also their long snapper. For the Commanders, we will see Sam Howell. I think Taylor Heinicke might be starting though. Maybe not. Oh, I guess they're starting Sam Howell. Okay, that's cool. We will see Taylor Heinicke, though. I guarantee that. Brian, maybe not. I really don't know there. Brian Robinson Jr. is out. Jonathan Williams, Jared Patterson, both in the backfield. Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel at receiver. Cam Sims also there. Logan Thomas, John Bates at tight end. Charles Leonard Jr. Cornelius Lucas is out. So Sam Cosmi will start. As well, you got Adrian Norwell questionable, so Wes Martin might get a shot. And of course, Wes Schweitzer and Trey Turner at center and right guard. Tyler Larson, Chase Williams, Shaquille Charles across all on IR, along with Federian Mathis, John Bostic. Dejon Harris, Jamin Davis, Cole Holcomb, Tariq Casperfields, and Benjamin St. Just. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, maybe David Vada, probably John Ridgeway, though, with Jonathan Allen out. And, of course, you do have Deron Payne there, and Jason Williams is also out. David Mayo, Milo Eifler with Nate Gary questionable. Kaliki Hudson across the whole entire linebacking core. Kendall Fuller, Christian Holmes, Bobby McCain, Danny Johnson, all at safety. Corner, my back, Cameron Curl is out, so Jeremy Reeves will start as strong safety, and Derek Forrest is the free safety. Joey Slice, your kicker, your punter is Trez White, Max Mullins, your returner, and Cameron Cheeseman, your long snap. And for this Cowboys offense, continue the momentum from last week with a competent run game. They got to run the ball well in this game, in my opinion. If they can't do that, I really don't know if they have a great shot at moving the football consistently, but you never know. Cowboys defense forced Sam Howell, Taylor Heinicke and Sam Howell to make reads while leaning back on the O-line. What I mean by that is they got to step back. They got to basically drop back more than they want to. So the O-line has time to really just block. So that's what I mean by that. But that's what they want to do. They want to have some good coverage. And now for this Commanders offense, 5+ runs of 15+ yards, good runs, big runs. That's what I want to see. Play action targets for Terry McLaurin. He hasn't had many of those the last couple weeks. It's been a struggle for them offensively as well. Commanders defense, unlike last game, forced a turnover. They're not going to win if they can't do that. I mean, this is just about as good as it gets for a Sunday Night Football in Lambeau. I mean, this thing's insane. Lions, you kind of need the Seahawks to lose, but you can get in. Packers, win it in. It's Sunday Night Football for the whole darn thing. And we got a dandy for you on Sunday Night Football because closing out the season, the 8-8 Lions look to somehow get back in the playoffs. They were 1-6 at one point. They won 7 out of the last 9. But they do, of course, need the Rams to beat the Seahawks to get in. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they win. They are in after a 4-8 start. After Thanksgiving, getting embarrassed by the Eagles, go to 4-8. They won 4 straight, looking to make it 5 straight and get in. Games 8:20 on NBC Universo as well. NBC Sports app. NFL Plus, Peacock are your streaming services for this Sunday nighter. You do have Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark as usual on the call. And as well, we look at the weather. It's going to be cold. Really cold. 25 degrees. It's going to actually be a little humid, so it might be a little nicer. Wind 7 miles an hour, so we'll have some decent wind as well. It's Sunday Night Football, though. Of course, Packers win it in. Lions need the Seahawks to lose, and if they win, they get in. That's how it works for them. Time for the Lions to project the starting lineup. Oh, yeah, by the way, as we talk about the Lions, Patrick Mahomes just broke the most offensive yards passing plus rushing plus receiving in a single season in NFL history. And obviously the Chiefs won, so they will get a first-round bye. Of course, the Bills game depends if they get home field throughout the playoffs, though. Of course, Jared Goff at quarterback, Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift both in the backfield. I'm going to receiver on DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, receiver Trinity Benson, Quintus Cephas both on IR, along with Alba Vitae, Charles Harris, Levia Onwuzurike, Julian Okora, Tracy Walker III, Bobby Price, and Chase Lucas as well. Brock Wright at tight end. Jason Kaminda is questionable. Taylor Decker, Jonah Jackson, Frank Ragnar is also questionable. Evan Brown behind him. Kayode Osuika is out, I guess. Evan Brown and Penei Sewell are both healthy, though. Romeo Cora, Ali McNeil, Isaiah Buggs, Aiden Hutchinson, John Kaminsky, Josh Pascal, the defensive line. Michael Brockers is questionable, as well with Malcolm Rodriguez, Alexander Zeloni, and Derek Barnes as the linebackers. Will Harris, Mike Hughes, Jerry Jacobs, Jaron Williams, along with Gavakuda and Deshaun Elliott, both questionable. CJ Morrow start if he can't go, and of course Kirby Joseph at strong safety. Michael Badgley is their kicker, their punter, Jack Fox. Cleve Raymond is their punter, their kicker turner is Justin Jackson, and Scott Daly is their long snapper. Now for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers quarterback, Jordan Love is his backup, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, At running back, of course, Alan Lazard, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, Randall Copper, receiver, Robert Tonyan, Mercedes Lewis, tight end, Joshua DeGuara is questionable. David Bakhtiari, Elton Jenkins, Josh Myers, John Runyon, and Yash Neeson across the offensive line. Jake Hansen is on IR. Sean Ryan's quite suspended, and as well, you got Dean Lowry, Rashawn Gary, Vernon Scott, and Eric Stokes all on IR as well. Defensively, Devontae Wyatt will start with Dean Lowry on IR, along with Kenny Clark and Jerron Reed, Preston Smith, Kingsley Anegabor, Justin Holland, Jonathan Garvin off the edge, Devondre Campbell and Quay Walker, middle linebacker, Joe Alexander, Shamir Jean-Charles, Keyshawn Nixon, Rasul Douglas as corner, along with Adrian Amos and Darnell Savage at safety. Well, you got Mason Crosby is your kicker, your punter, Pat O'Donnell, Keyshawn Nixon's your returner, and Jack Coco is your long snapper. And let's talk about this Lions offense. Run the ball for over 300 yards. I don't think they would. Well, they could. But I do think they're going to have to run the ball really, really well. That's a crazy total, but I think they can do it. And you can spoil the Packers season. They got to have a huge running day. Huge running day. Lions defense, don't get burned by A.J. Dillon. He burns it. You're not going to stop crap. And no outside zone /sleep BS with Aaron Jones. They did that. They stopped them in Detroit. See if they can do it again here. That's all I got for the Lions, guys. Time for the Packers. Okay, now let's talk about the Packers offense. Wrapping up the video as well. Win the possession battle by at least 7 minutes. I know it's crazy, but they can do it. And use the cold to your advantage in the fourth. They got to be able to use the cold. What I mean by that is brutally aggressive stab techniques by guards on counter and draws. They do that. They knock down those defensive linemen. They'll have some big holes. Packers defense, keep Jared Goff over the middle and underneath. That'll be easy to do if you can stop the run. Play one high on third to increase the ability to create extra congestion over the middle where Jared Goff again likes to throw on third down. That's all I got for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the Week 18 NFL Sunday preview keys of the game. Of course, we got some huge games. I'll be here tomorrow for the recap. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Yeah, see you in the next one.
On 3rd down and 10, good protection here. That's Galladay. What a start for Blau. Touchdown, Detroit. There are no flags. 75 yards for the score, and wow. What a beginning for David Blau.
Not early. Darrell Bevell, the offensive coordinator. Great protection, first of all. A little bit of a double move on the outside. It's Galladay working against Prince Amukamara.